the previous spotlight did a fantastic job in setting the scene for what we're going to talk about. And the quote that I will share is, "War gives birth." It doesn't end when the fighting stops. It stays in our communities, and how do we rebuild after that? I'll start with Nosizi. It's only in 2025 that the African Union adopted a draft, not the actual resolution, a draft resolution on statelessness and the right to nationality. I want you to describe to us and tell us, what does it mean when someone is called a stateless person? What has been your experience?
My name is Nosizi Dube, and I'm from a community that was affected with statelessness. A stateless person is someone who's not recognized by a particular country to be a citizen. When most of the African countries acquired independence and systems were put in place, there are communities that were sidelined. My community has been in Kenya during colonial period. So to be stateless, it means you cannot acquire any form of legal document, starting from a birth certificate, an identity card, a voter's card. That means if you're a child, you cannot go to school. If you're a woman, you want to give birth, you cannot go to hospital. When you go to the hospital, the first thing they ask, who are you, where's your ID? I've experienced it firsthand, especially from education. I remember I needed a birth certificate to register for my primary school education, but I couldn't get it because we're stateless. I was given an option to provide a clinic card, but I was born at home. My mom could not get a clinic card. So in short, I did not exist. I was not visible in the systems of Kenya.
I think sitting here, we get to appreciate things that we take for granted, like having a birth certificate, being able to get a national ID card, until you sit with someone else who tells you what the ripple implications of not having those documents actually mean.
Okay, thank you so much. I got an opportunity to go to the US for an exchange program because I was a top performer in my class. But I withdrew myself from that program simply because I knew I didn't have a birth certificate. That means I cannot get a passport to help me go to the US. In 2018, still in high school, I was supposed to register for my final exams. I did not yet have a birth certificate. So for me, I used a fake birth certificate that allowed me to complete my high school. I got an admission letter to join the University of Nairobi to pursue Bachelor of Economics. I still didn't have identity card for me to enroll in the university. I could not access any government loan or any form of scholarship.
I think we didn't give as much time to Nosizi, so I just want to bring her back and say, if there's someone here who says, I am stateless, or I've gone through being an internally displaced person, what keeps you going?
So for me, at that time, I had to become dramatic. I wrote 8 letters. I wrote to the Ministry of Interior, to the Ministry of Education, the Vice Chancellor, University of Nairobi, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. I wrote to Kenya Human Rights Commission, just explaining my situation. I was born in Kenya, I come from this community, I couldn't access any form of scholarship, and I've got an admission letter, but I cannot join. I got a feedback, a positive feedback, thanks to the UNHCR and Kenya Human Rights Commission. They have lobbied my letter, at least it added weight. And the response was from the University of Nairobi. They just told me to use a birth certificate, but remember it was fake. And the Ministry of Interior gave out a directive that Nosizi and her family should be given citizenship and the document, but I refused. I told him I cannot because we have thousands and thousands of people who are still in the same situation. So I cannot take it alone. I need to have my entire community.
So you refused an opportunity to have citizenship?
Yes, I did.
Until your entire community got citizenship?
Yes, I did. Because growing up as a child, I used to see women and girls from my community. No one had reached the level of going to high school or university. So in the year 2020, December, 12 December, that's when we were given, there was a presidential directive for us to be given citizenship. And what helped us at that time, we had an upper hand support from influential members of parliament. Because something like statelessness is of less interest within the parliament. People sitting down and discussing stateless person, they usually dismiss it for other priorities. So in December, we got the citizenship. And in the year 2024, I graduated as the first female graduate. Thank you.